Oh, now we are finally at maps. So in the very beginning, you can use this little like device here. He gives us a map in the very beginning. It doesn't really matter which one he gives us. But one thing you want to look at is make sure that it's not a map that you cannot do. So like some map modifiers, like chance to inflict bleed, whatever. But if it has like reflect or anything that your character cannot do, a lot of times the one that is like pretty nasty is when the monsters have resistances to like whatever damage that you're dealing is pretty substantial in terms of making it more difficulty. But as we add more modifiers, let's go ahead and use like this one as an example right here. So this one is just, you can see where it says Waystone Tier 1. Throw this on in monsters evasive so they have more evasion, so it's going to be harder to hit, so we need more accuracy. But our build has so much accuracy, it's not really that big of a deal. And then we can add another modifier on it to make it even harder, and now they have more movement speed, attack speeds, but we get increased pack size and Waystone drop chance. Waystone drop chance is pretty important because we want to basically sustain in these maps. You can also go to your own hideout and do this, and what will be enabled is you do like not have to go to this specific area. It's much easier. Well, hello Sam, how you doing? But yeah, we're gonna go show off the mechanics of the maps. So there's different like objectives on certain maps. Some will be just to kill every like rare on the map, and you'll see where the rares are via the golden skulls. Oh wow, this is actually pretty dangerous over here. There's a lot of enemies. But try not to take on too many of the elite packs at once. It can get very dangerous. But later, what I plan to do is convert this to an ice build. I was kind of just looking at some like numbers. Once we get these gloves called Hawa, we can actually swap, and we'll get a lot more damage. And we'll have a reason to scale the int. Right now, our intelligence doesn't really give us anything. Other than it gives us some mana, but it's not like we really need that like mana. Our main goal with the maps is just basically to get way better loot. This is a pretty big abyss over here. And also we can look at getting lots of upgrades as we progress here. And one thing that's important is when we're in maps, as we progress, you can see right now this resistance over here, this chaos resistance, we're going to want to get that to 75 eventually. We don't need to get it ASAP, but it will definitely be key in the game at some point to get near max chaos res. Because, yeah, it's going to be very potent if we don't get any chaos res. But, again, we have lots and lots of upgrades to get. But it comes down to needing to play the map for quite some time. Hello, Classy. Keep pushing. Thank you, man. Will do, indeed. I mean, I enjoy this game anyways. I always play PoE every single week. But I know like it's weird because like sometimes people will follow me for Diablo and be like, hey, are you going to play Path of Exile? It's like, dude, I've got probably 1,000 PoE videos at some point. But it's fine, I get it. You know, there's always newer people coming by, and that's cool too. But yeah, our goal is to actually get more sockets in our lightning spear. The next one is the big upgrade, which is kind of expensive. To get a 6-link. You can see if some of the items that we had sold, because the easiest upgrade is to get a 6-link, but I may want to do ice, or it's called Glacial Lance. And the reason why I want to go cold damage instead of lightning damage is because Herald of Ice makes clearing in packs much easier. So Lightning Spear, while it is a very good item, one downside with the lightning variant is that it has a limited number of targets. So it hits a target, then it can, if we have a Frenzy Charge, it can split into 3 additional targets, but then it can hit 5 additional targets. But the Glacial Lance has no limit on how many things it can hit. It does go, however, in a straight line. But if that one consumes a Frenzy Charge, and we can get a Frenzy Charge pretty easy off of a couple different areas. We can get a Charm that can give us one. If we take any lightning damage, that will activate. And if we take physical damage, it has a 1 in 3 chance of proccing, because we take 5% of physical as another element, which is done by this. I'm pretty sure this works, but you know, sometimes things change. But 5% damage from hits, so that cannot count dots, but it's taken as lightning, fire, or cold, right? And so our gold is like a 1 in 3 chance of generating another frenzy charge off that. Lots of other ways of generating frenzy charges, but most of them are all like kind of mid. Could use a charm for chaos res. Yeah, that wouldn't be too bad. But right now, I like the guard a lot. I think guard is the most OP thing in the game. But what I think we need to get is a new weapon. So I'm feeling like the damage here, it's not really hitting the same. Now, we just got to maps, and when you first get to maps, sometimes it feels a little bit rough. I mean, it's not like really rough. I mean, you're still able to kill stuff, but I would consider pretty fast. Oh! Wait, hold on. Haste aura. Is it a beast? Is this a beast? Hold up. It is a beast. It has haste aura. Periodically unleashes by stun resistant. Okay, this is a beast. And it has the haste aura. So now, we have now captured our new beast. Now, do I like the quadrilla? Yes, but I finally just got a haste monster. And you guys know, we've been trying to get a haste monster for a while now. But I do also want to add another socket. So what we're going to do is we're going to be able to have a new companion. Now, as much as I enjoy like the immunity to damage, the haste aura is just objectively pretty much the best thing you get in the game, man. It's like, it's too good not to have. So what we're going to do now in the stash is I'm going to check, do I have one of those like jeweler orbs? Okay, I don't have one of those, but we can go get one of those. Now, from now on though, in this game, we're just going to be playing at specifically our hideout. We're no longer going to be playing kind of like in any other area. Is it worth it over PoE 1? I mean, I like it, but to be real, I think PoE 1 is a better game. But PoE 1 is also out. This game is still in like the testing phase, right? But as far as our shop goes, looks like we sold some. Oh, let's go, boys! We can't come back. This is the greatest thing ever, man. Holy, we get to come back. This is the reason why I love PoE 2 now over Diablo in the current game state. Let me explain why. So we have this brand new thing called the shop. We can manage our shop. So we have this tab over here where we can trade items, and basically I can put items and I can list them for a price. But if I am offline, like I can go to sleep, wake up, and look at this, my earnings tab over here, boom, we've got some divine, we got one divine, one chaos orb, and one exalted orb while I was AFK. You don't even have to be online to make profit in this game anymore, and that is the biggest update and change. This is the best thing ever. And on top of that, when we use the trade in the game now, it's not even like we have to go to a separate website. We can do this all in game. We can search for items. We can go teleport to their hideout and get the item immediately. There's no whisper summon, 50 people don't respond, and then you get into the situation where like, oh my gosh, I don't even want to deal with it. It gets so annoying. Even in Diablo has this problem with Diablo trade, but now with Path of Exile's official in-game trade, whatever item builds that you want to go for, man, it's just so much smoother and it's so much better. And this is really good because now we can buy items from people that are offline as well. It's just massive update, quality of life. It's just the greatest thing ever with PoE 2. It's like, it's so big to have the ability to just be like, all right, let me go get a divine, boom. What actually sold for the divine too? I think I only had one. There was that jewel. The jewel sold. Wow, that's so amazing though, man. Super good. But anyways, yeah, let's go continue. So now what we're doing is, I think we go get more damage. Is that where we were going? I forgot where we were going towards. Oh, we're getting more attack speed, so yes, more damage. But it's also dex, which is more accuracy as well. But these gloves actually rolled pretty good here. If I was to use my Exiled Exchange, let's go ahead and check what we're going for. You don't need Overwolf anymore. No, you could get rid of it. I actually didn't mind Overwolf as an app, but I didn't really like that it had ads in it. I mean, no one likes that. So we have some dex, some resistance, and it has double damage, and it's whoa. I mean, the only bad stat is that attack damage as life, and we can just use the desecration on it, and then we can maybe hold on, we can desecrate it. All right, this is good actually. Hold on, let's see if we can actually get something pretty good with this. We're gonna do a little bit of a little crafting thing right here, but first let me get my new quadrilla, or not my quadrilla, but let me swap off him. So we're gonna go to buy items. Oh wait, we need a currency exchange. We need a jeweler's orb, so we want jeweler's orb. How much is the greater? Because we have to buy this one. This one we can't just buy like a companion, because you can't really buy companions in the game. So it's like 7.5. Okay, so it's 8 exalts for this. Boom. Gonna buy this. Now we're gonna get this and throw it in our new one. So remember how we have the quadrilla? We have the other one, which is, I forgot what it's called. Companion. This other one. Cannot summon more companions. So I don't know if it's because of the resource. Let me try. I actually don't know. As far as I'm aware, you can only have like 1 companion, right? We can't have 2. Yeah, you're only allowed 1 companion. Now there is a thing where you can get 2 companions, but I'm going to now remove my gorilla. So rip Mr. Gorilla. But now we are going to get the Scarecrow Beast. So we have Meat Shield, we have Loyalty, we have Elemental Army, and then we could throw in an additional one. Let me throw in another. I need another one of those uncut support gems. So we're gonna go throw this on, and our companion over here. And let's see, we have +1 level, so level is okay. Let's see, more damage. Okay, that doesn't really work. Die after 4 seconds. After life reduced for 0. Wait. Oh, so they can survive a little bit longer. I mean, they're still gonna die anyways. Unless it like starts the thing. Let's see if there's any good minions on tier 5. So we have Bleed, Brutality. None of these are really that great, I would say, for the character. Unless, like, because it's not going to really do damage, so there's no good minion ones. Infernal Legion, minion. Oh, Gigantic. Oh, wow, that's different. So minions from support are gigantic. So they have 20% more maximum life and more size. Wow, that's really good. That is a really good. Okay, cool. So we can do hulking minions. That one was just 20% more HP, so that'll be better. I was thinking of having it apply some other debuff to the enemy, but I don't know what it has other than... let's just get this for now, because I want to continue with my play session here. So I'm going to get my Stormcrow Beast. Again, he gives us haste, so we get to move faster and attack faster. This, again, is just like the best thing ever. Because I already apply shock right now, so it's not that big of a deal. And then we also want to make sure Wind Dancer is active. And then, what was the last aura? Herald of Thunder. Oh, how much does he cost? Does he cost more? Herald of Thunder, why can't I activate this? Not enough spirits. Ooh, okay, well, we're going to have to drop Wind Dancer then. Does this cost more? Let's see, we have 58 right here. Oh, this makes it cost more. Its reservation multiplier goes up. Okay, so that's no good. So, unfortunately, we cannot make him big right now. I don't think I'll ever want to make him bigger if it costs more in that department. Let's see if there's anything else we can add. If any of you guys have suggestions, let me know. Because, yeah, I'm barely enough in terms of spirit. So, let's go and let me see if I can get another support gem to support it. What else can we get? So I guess the +1 level of minion skills is fine, because that's just going to make him a little bit stronger. But you can see it doesn't have infinite range, by the way. The haste aura, it has to be kind of close to him. But again, it's still 100% worth it. But we'll see like kind of how he behaves as well, like in terms of like how powerful he is. And I probably want to upgrade. Oh, he's already upgraded. I guess we can upgrade this. And then we could also list this. Let's go check out what's this going for in terms of price. So we got Dex, Lightning, and then double, pretty big damages, two tier 2s. Wow, it's going for a Divine. I mean, this is actually pretty good for our build as well. Like, this is definitely like a Divine here. Because it has Dex, which is pretty good. If I can get a Divine for it, that would be amazing. So we're going to go to, oops, not currency exchange, but it's actually pretty good for our build as well. The only bad stat on it is Evasion. Instead of Evasion, if it had like Physical, actually there's 2 bad stats. The things that could be improved with this, I'm just going to list it for Divine and see if it sells. The things that could make it better is the physical attack damage, if that instead was another resistance, and then instead of evasion, if it had attack speed. Because those are 2 tier 2 mods for damage, and it's not bad. But, oh, you know what we're going to do? We're going to use a rib on it. That's right. I got distracted by the, what's it called? The, companion. Yeah. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and do a crafting project. All right, so crafting project time, guys, with the alien crafting, the desecration. So these are pretty good bracers. So what makes these good and what makes these have value is specifically 2 tier 2 in terms of attacks. Now, it is cold instead of lightning, so that's not the super meta one, but this alone isn't really that great. What makes it great is specifically having dex and another res. You can see there's 1 listed for 2 divines, but even if we just remove the lightning res, it's still pretty sought after. Even if I just swap lightning res and or dex, it's still a very, very good pair of gloves. Now, what would make this even better is if the prefix had attack speed instead of that evasion rating. Evasion rating is not terrible, though. But the one stat on it that I think is definitely something we can try to hope to roll off, it's a 1, actually it's 2 out of 6 chances, so it's a 33% chance for us to remove either the evasion or the physical attack as life. Those are the 2 stats that I'm hoping that we basically annul on this, but even if we don't, we can maybe get something else. And the important thing, that it's level 66, so we need actually a higher tier of the rib over here. So let me go grab that. All right, so I got the proper rib. So the regular nod rib only has the ability to mod an item up until level 64, but if you get the other one, which is the preserved one, we can just desecrate this one. Again, it's a 33% chance. So we have evasion. Oh, we lost out on that big cold damage. Now, if we roll lightning, it's actually money still, so it's still not bad. Sometimes, you don't have full control over it, but let's go ahead and see what we get with the alien craft. Lightning damage. Ooh, this one, unfortunately, guys, is not super good, but it did hit a pretty decent amount of HP. Let's see what this is worth now. It's still pretty good. Physical or lightning is money, but ideally you get both plus attack speed. But again, PoE 2, it's a nightmare to roll good things. It's just not realistic. But now I would say this is a pretty decent pair of gloves with 1 res, dex, and physical damage to attacks. Now it doesn't register the life over here, so it's unfortunate that we can't like roll it correct as far as it goes. Now we can go open up the trade website over here, slam it in, and as far as this goes, the leech, we're going to remove that, but we're going to go to maximum life. We don't really care too much about how much evasion, as long as it has evasion as like the base. There's about 80 there. But as far as HP goes, we have 80 life, and let's see if we have any items that are over here that are similar in stats. So this one over here, it's like 3 or 4 chaos. We lost on like the big damage to the 2 tier 2s rip, but that's crafting, man. That is crafting, so no good over there. I would say these probably brick, but if I can sell it for a chaos orb, we can sell it for a chaos orb. We still ended up losing profit though, but that's how it goes sometimes, man. Where's the heck is our hideout? There we go. Just spam orbs. You think we just slam? I don't think slamming is like the greatest. I would rather use that because it has a little bit more things that you can roll, right? But so let's go manage shop. Let's go ahead and list this for 1 chaos orb.
Is that a good price for that?
And then we can go bank this. What is this one? Hulking minions. Okay, we can do. Does it put in the waystones in here? I think we have a waystone tab, so it's gonna put those in there. I'm just gonna slam all of these in here as like basically a dump tab, and then I'm gonna sort it out later. I'm not too worried about it. All right. We should identify the jewel though. Attack damage. Oh wait, this is not bad. Attack damage, elemental damage. Like those are 2 good stats actually. We could use this for sure. Let me go ahead and actually slam this one. Let's go ahead and slam it. Ooh, that's not bad actually. The rage on melee hit. So the only bad stat is the stun threshold, but it's not like a terrible. Ooh, triple divines? Did we just craft something pretty good? Now I'm gonna list it for just like a divine here. That's actually, dang, that's really good. But I just want to go ahead and make a quick flip over here. So 1 divine, boys, easy 1 divine with that one. That's a really good one.
I'll do what I can.
It rolled perfect elemental damage. The attack damage is a little low on it, but stun threshold is not terrible. Yeah, not bad at all. All right. How can we reroll weapons at that thing? So you have to get a very specific one. So as far as those go, to answer your question, if you go to currency exchange and then go to like bone, there's like several different ones. So the one that rolls for the weapons is Nod Jawbone. So you need, or it's just called Jawbone. It depends on the tier that you want for it, but yes. All right, so let's go and continue. We should probably get an upgrade after, because I started noticing the damage wasn't up to par. For me, I feel like our damage could be a lot better, and we're gonna go use some of the currency, and we're gonna get something much better. I won't spend the divine though, because it'll be like way too out of control. Oh, we just got knocked down. This bird sucks though. Why is he so slow? Our gorilla was like way better. I mean, at least he kind of survived. He's just full tanking everything. But is this ours? Oh, okay. So this is one thing that's annoying. Sometimes when you get a companion, I'm gonna actually grab another companion thing if I see another one. This guy sucks though. Like the gorilla is like the S tier one, I would say. The reason why is they seem to be tankier. Because see how he has that explosion thing? I'm gonna look at that and think that he's going to explode, and I might not be able to tell that that's my minion. Because, like, it doesn't show me. Like, I can stand this. It doesn't do damage to us. The gorilla's much better. Yeah. Well, the gorilla we had also applied shock, which I can already apply, so it's not a huge benefit. But, like, he's way too slow. The gorilla is, like, aggressive, too. This guy is, like, I'll attack on Tuesdays. Like, now, let's see how much damage does he do. Yeah, it's pretty low damage. Oh, whoa, hold on. He's cooking. Hold on. Oh, he killed the turtle, though. I think he does more damage, though. But, yeah, we'll probably end up getting a gorilla. Again, it's just... I'm not going to sit there and farm it for 10 hours. I would rather just play the game, and if it happens, you know, we come across a good one, then we lock in. No problem. Orb of Chance. Ooh, nice. Styles, I haven't played Yu-Gi-Oh! In a while, man. I don't know if I'll come back to that game. If they get a new update, I wouldn't mind checking it out. Like, specifically a new, like, type. Fourth trial? Ooh, that's actually kind of worth. Pay after 0.7 and 8. One divine, though. Dang, that's kind of nice to have all of our ascendancies done like right now, and I don't have to do it. Now we could do it like legit, and I say legit in quotes because it's not really that easy, even if you are able to do it. The last one is kind of like mid on this one though. The third one is actually pretty big, which is the one that we need next. But like honestly, paying for this is not bad. The guy's asking 2 divines. The other guy was only asking 1 divine. Eventually these get cheaper and cheaper though. But that would be a pretty nice area for an upgrade. For the bosses. For the trash mobs, it's not bad. Oh, okay. We got a rogue exile. But the whole goal is... Wait, did we finish this map? Oh, its map is completed. So you don't have to kill every single monster on the map. Ideally... You just try to complete the objectives in the low tier ones, and in the higher tier maps you can complete everything because the map is usually more of an investment. But see how it says map complete? All we're trying to do is get the map objective done. Diablo 4 is better. Hey, I play both games, so it's no problem, man. So talk to him, and basically he's just going to tell us to just do more maps. Just keep on doing more maps. And basically, we kind of progress on this. For this one, it's going to be a little bit shorter, but I'm going to play a little bit just so you can see some of that different, like, you know, gameplay activities. But again, most of the time is you throw in the map. You see this one gains extra HP. We can add another mod. Players gain reduced flash charge. So it will make the map harder, but you get better rewards. Now, you can juice them up much higher, but I would say just making them blue is pretty okay. I would not run them white, as in like blank. So just add some mods and see how it goes.
I've seen enough ruins to last a lifetime.
But we'll do this one map over here just so you guys can see kind of how it's done, and then I'll probably follow up like the walkthrough guide later, because there's no point of me just showing you like 100 maps. This is kind of just something that you just look at the map. Some of the maps will have a boss. The boss will be indicated by a orange one, and I kind of wanted to show you guys that, but we'll have to see if the map rolls it. But it's nothing too different. Some of them may have mechanics. Most of them are basically remixed or from the campaign anyways. Yeah, I'm looking at this, like, bird. It has been dead for, like, most of the play session. The gorilla was kind of nice because he was also able to not only apply the shock, but he seemed to actually be able to survive. Now, like, I don't even know where the heck our companion is. I think is that him over there? Like I said, okay, yeah, there he is. He's just a little bit slacking. But yeah, again, we're just basically chasing down all of the rares in the map, so it's kind of like you're hunting them. It's cool. I like it. I actually really enjoy the end game for this game. So we have one more monster over here. Oh, how many more? 3? We should always sit further away though, because we do more damage. We are further away. I could also swap off that jewel, that's totally fine as well. Because a lot of times the monsters will just come right up to you and we're losing out on 20% more damage, which is like the X in Diablo. So you could probably swap off that one, get a little bit more damage. There's I think one more elite over here, but we want to also do the abyss mechanics. As you get towards the end game, usually the lead mechanics are much better. One divine orb is how much chaos orbs? Oh, I'll have to double check, man. The best way is to go to the NPC and check. I'll check right after we finish this last elite over here. The rare monster. Okay, and then we get a reward. Come on, Exalted Orb. Nope, no Exalted Orb. Oh, this one is kind of like a boss, so this is normally where the boss would spawn. I want to see how much damage this is doing. The explosion. Okay, like, is it actually, like, usable? Come on, do your little thing. Okay, here we go. I don't think this is very good. Alright, so now I want us to investigate the corrupted map. But basically, this is just, again, completing the map. So we've done it. And then, let me see if we can see one that has a boss. They have a little icon over here. So you see this. This icon indicates a map boss. But it would have to do 1, 2, 3. And some of these will have, like, let's say, a little hand. You can click on it and it'll spawn a bunch of monsters. There's, like, some of these will have certain, like, mechanics. But there's certain mods that are bad. Like, reduced rarity is a no good mod. Like, some of these, yeah, that's definitely no good. But you want to try to path and go as far as possible, but there are these bosses also that we'll come across as we start progressing further into it. But again, I would say ideally just throw these in just to make it so you have like more maps to sing. Now, the other question is, what would happen when you run out of maps? So this is actually important, and this is where we're going to kind of end things here. So if we go to Doriani, we can go to buy or sell items. He will sell maps. We can trade maps with other players. Maps can obviously drop, but there's also, where's the Reforge? Do we have to add it? Okay, so this is a brand new hideout. So where is it? Okay, and it's not salvage. There is a Reforge. Oh, this is where we can get the ability to get Reforged. So here's the location. This is in the Drowned City. It's not always going to be like right here, but I want to say this area kind of has a very similar layout. So I want to say most of the time it should be from the waypoint. You can just go on this side, go down, and we're going to go have an NPC pop up. Now, technically getting the Reforge is optional, but it does require you to kill a boss, and so I'm going to go ahead and show off all of it. But this boss is pretty easy. He is kind of more unique, but let's go ahead and do this, because I would say I would recommend it, but again, it's not absolutely required. There's some quests in this game where I would say that they're required. This is like a very highly recommended one. But it's pretty easy since the area is like level 40. But we don't really use Reforge pretty much until the end game anyways. But what you can also do is take 3 of the same items and get another same item in the same items category. So if you have like 3, like for example, dual string bows, you can take that and it'll give you a brand new one. and also is based on the rarity as well. So if you take 3 blues, it'll give you another blue. 3 yellows will give you another yellow. But if you put one of a different one, it won't give you the higher rarity. So usually what you do is you take 3 rares. And this is great for trying to reforge, and this will unlock it. But I like it for using it at the end of the game. Specifically for going up in tiers of the Waystones. But this whole area should be pretty fast, since I find it to be kind of not necessarily to do it during the campaign, because you really reforge until the end of the game. Your whole goal is really to get to the end game as quickly as possible. So we're just rushing straight towards the boss. That's why you guys can see the boss as well. But it's a pretty large area. It's usually up and to the right. Hopefully it'll be it right here, and then you go down.
Death wish or what?
So we have to pull this lever down. Then we go to the arena. We're gonna go fight the boss. It's actually kind of cool. I like how our gorilla is like on top of the thing too. Alright, so we'll go ahead and throw down some of these. He'll melt probably pretty fast.
Bring it on.
But how he does work is eventually this thing will kind of have lava follow you, but all we need to do is get that, and then we go bring the hammer to Oswald, and then I'll show you guys how the reforge works and kind of like how you would actually use it, specifically again for the Waystones, because you don't really want to run the lower tier maps again. You want to go as high as possible because you get better XP. You don't want to be 5 levels over the area, but you talk to the NPCs, and then he's going to unlock the area, the thing for us. Okay, so now the Reforge bench becomes unlocked, and what we're going to do is we're going to go back to our hideout, and then I'll show you guys what that looks like. So let's go to the hideout. Now you might have to add the Reforge bench to the area, and I'll show you guys how to add that as well, because this is kind of important. For any of the NPCs, you can add any NPCs, you can move them around too. So we click on this little thing, and then we go to decorations, and it should be under like utility, and then we go to the Reforged bench, and you just place it over here. Then you click this, and then now we have the Reforged bench. So let's go ahead and place in some of the Waystone. So I happen to have a stash tab for this. Oh, it's still on edit. There we go. So now we're gonna go grab our maps, or they're called Waystones. Maps is like PoE1, but we're gonna go ahead and put in 3 tier 1. See how they're all tier 1? We hit Reforge, and then it's gonna put in a tier 2, and then we can put in 3 tier 2s to get a tier 3. So we put in this, but I have to get one more, the other one, and you'll see that it won't work on unidentified ones. But you can put in a rare, a common, and a blue, but it'll always spit out the lowest rarity. So yeah. But now we're gonna put in 3 tier 2s to get a tier 3. So again, you can use this because eventually you don't want the smaller maps. Think of it kind of like your tormented difficulty in Diablo. Now you don't want to just rush straight to 12, but it's like as you progress, yeah, just keep on getting more and more of these. But if you do run out of Waystones, which is very common in the earlier stages of the game, you can just trade them with other players. But again, you can also use your gold and just buy quickly. And as you progress in the game, he'll sell higher tier 1s, but yeah, basically this is how you get your Waystones another way. But this is where we're gonna go ahead and end it off for this part of our like end game kind of walkthrough for, of course, our full walkthrough guide. But yeah, basically your whole goal is to just keep on doing maps, and you'll come across bosses and other things. But I'll upload some other parts as I will be like upgrading the build consistently. But GG's, man.